right. Hey, good afternoon or morning or evening, and welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews. And we've got a treat for you today. A movie from the Starman series, The Evil Brain.
Evil Brain.
Yes. I did not know that this was a Japanese superhero series of movies.
I didn't know going into it either.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
I'm watching this movie and I'm thinking this would make a great serial. You know,
Right.
Here's a 30-minute episode and you follow Starman on his things. When you told me as a kid you would really dig this, I was like, I see that, man. I would be tuning in the morning to watch Starman.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dude, just right off the bat, the aliens at the beginning, I was laughing so fucking hard. And the little star people.
The starfish people or whatever the hell they were.
Yeah.
And their little arms moving up and down, and the narrator's talking about the Grand Council has convened.
The Emerald City, yes.
You just see the little arms going up and down. One eye's blinking, the other's off, on, off.
I was like, what the hell?
And the for anybody who's out there that actually is listening to this, the whole title of this series or this particular episode is The Evil Brain from Outer Space.
Yes.
I thought I was on to a winner here, or I should say to a loser.
Yeah, that was the goal, David.
Yeah, the goal was to find like the worst thing I could find. I know everybody's out there like, why? Why do you want to watch bad movies?
Because it's fun.
Bad movies. Like
it's fun.
They're fun. And this movie had nothing in the description, and I was like, oh well, who's in it? No stars, no names. They usually have like little cameos or little bios underneath in Amazon, and I'm like, this is perfect. This is going to be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Turns out it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. It was actually okay. I have issues with the pacing of it. Yeah, definitely.
An hour would have been enough. They pushed it to an hour and a half, and it's like I can only watch. The fights reminded me of Dolomite.
Oh my God. Did anybody strike an actual blow? No.
No, it was Dolomite style fighting.
Yes, it was.
Is this, for those of you out there, this is a Japanese movie. It's poorly dubbed. Just imagine Japanese Dolomite superhero.
yeah, pretty much. That's
pretty much.
That's what you're looking at.
It's low budget, but they did some neat tricks, with what they had. I will say, if you're going to put your actors in spandex, get a dance belt or a cup. I don't need to see their twig and berries. I'm just saying.
2 bob and 2 bits, baby.
Yeah. Did not need. I was like, oh, hello there.
Hey, Starman. Don't be supernova guy here. Come on.
Yeah. Wow.
Put it in your pants.
That nurse really excited you. Yeah. It's like,
well,
damn.
hello there, Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah. So little things like that. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, little things like that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, here's a little dingy wingy. It was cold. They were filming in the cold.
They probably were. It was in Japan, so it could have been in the winter. It did look like in the winter. I did not see leaves on trees, but I saw a twig or two.
And a couple of berries.
And some berries.
Oh my God, that's funny. As you're sitting here talking about this series, I think I've seen more than one episode of this.
I think so.
I'm sure I have.
I have heard of Starman before, because when it started, I say Starman. Wait, I've heard of Starman.
How did you like the TikTok change? He goes down, he comes back up, and he's in this costume. The Japanese gentleman, he's rather dapper looking. He's got the hat, he's got the suit on, and he tells the kids, "Don't worry, children, I'll take care of this." And he disappears out of camera. He leans forward, disappears out of camera, comes up, and he's dressed in the Starman costume, kind of like you would do on TikTok when the girls jump up or the
Oh
guys
yeah.
in the suit or something. It's like the first thing I thought was like TikTok before TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, he just ducked away. Boom. It was
Yeah,
a
and
good
he's
way
in
to
his
do a
costume.
cut. And because he was made of an indestructible metal and could look like anything.
Yeah. Oh,
I wish he would have turned into a toaster.
that would have been great because I could have used some toast.
Exactly. Um, who brings their kids to these fights and these dangerous places but Starman? Oh, take us with you. Take us with you. No, no, no. And
Okay.
then the kids are out there. These little shits.
It's like this is what we talked about in Night of the Lepus, where the little kids are
Yeah.
causing all kinds of trouble. Well, technically, these little kids aren't causing the trouble.
No,
They
they're
just
not.
happen to be in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's not the world coming to an end and all these aliens attacking Earth is not their fault. I
No,
just
they
want
just
that
happen to be
known.
out there.
The Japanese, I've never seen a Japanese movie where they blame everything on the kid for like putting their finger in the light socket and burning down the building, or releasing the mutant krakens. I have not yet seen a Japanese movie do that. They have little kids be little kids, and this was very much for
Yeah.
little kids.
Yeah.
His the wire on his
You know,
head.
what was that? Was he like
Now,
an anglerfish?
exactly. I was going to ask you. Was that part of the costume, or was that
Yeah.
supposed to be part of his head?
I think it was part of the costume. Maybe
And
he
it
if
was
he maybe he
part.
flew near power lines like a rail so he could charge as he
Because I was going to say, if it's part of his costume, the whole purpose did it
I
serve?
don't know. Speaking of costumes, oh my God. I love that the aliens, the evil aliens, their logo was a bat with a human skull.
Because
Yeah.
nothing worse bat with a human skull.
And they all dressed in these spandex with capes, and it reminded me of early Batman, the TV show. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my God, it was cheesy, it was goofy.
I
It
loved it.
it it I enjoyed it. It just to me it went on too long,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it. It was like
I did
I shouldn't like
too.
this.
I didn't want to enjoy this movie
I
at
didn't
all
either. I wanted
on
to watch
any
some shit.
level. On any level. But the minute they talk about sending Starman out to Earth and this and that, I'm like, oh my God, he's a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's basically just a superhero coming to Earth to save Earth. And I started laughing. I'm like, oh my God, I would have loved this as a kid. I think that's when I texted you. I was like,
Yeah.
this is silly, but I would have loved it.
Absolutely.
And I know I've seen these movies before as a kid growing up, and it's in black and white. So if they did any in color, I don't know, because as a kid growing
I don't
up,
think
I would have
so.
seen them all in black and white because
Yeah.
I had a black and white TV.
I think we all
You
did.
know, in the old days, children,
Yeah.
there was no color on television.
There were
Everything was black and white.
3 channels. 4 if you were lucky.
Or if you got a UHF channel,
Yep.
or 5 if you got VHF, 6 if you lived in Michigan and could get Channel 9 in Canada.
Ah, there you go.
Channel 9 didn't always come in though.
Yeah.
But they did show women's breasts every once in a while because it was considered British TV. And after 8 o'clock, you never knew what you were going to get.
Oh, yes.
But
The
this
good
movie
old
actually
days.
wasn't too bad. What was the brain's name? The
Started with a B.
Balthazar? Balthazar the brain? And that's what they referred to him as. Balthazar the brain.
Yeah. But he was in a suitcase that fell in the river. And this reminded me of Hitler's brain, because he was commanding his evil minions, from the suitcase that went downriver.
I hate you, Peter. I'm going to get even with you as he floats down the river. Damn
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Come
see,
down here and get me. I'm getting wet.
at first I had an issue with the narrator until I realized I'm watching a superhero
Yeah.
show from the 50s or
And
60s.
that's the captions in the corner that he's
Yeah,
going through.
it absolutely is. And it's like, wow, this is done up like a comic book.
Uh-huh.
It is a lot of fun. It is made for kids. There's no
Okay.
way around it.
Definitely. There was no great special effects in this one. When that weird chick shows up, she kind of that had the best costume. I think she had
Yeah,
the best costume.
she did.
I don't know what the hell she was supposed to be, but she reminded me of something that would have come from
Like an evil geisha.
yeah, yeah, but like you don't want that geisha. Um oh like now you made me think, forget what I was thinking.
Hmm.
What are all the karate guys now? The ninja space ninja guys. Who are those guys?
What are you talking about? The Space
Little
Ninja?
kids. The stupid little
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Thank you. She
Yeah.
reminded me of
Of
a villain from the Power Rangers.
an evil Power Ranger?
Evil Power Ranger. No, she reminded me like of one of their evil villains. Like when I saw
Yeah.
her, she fit right in.
Now that you mention it, I could see where the Power Rangers got their
Yeah,
some influence.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
that kind of
Um,
show.
and when she showed up, I kind of liked the costume and their little fight scene. That was cool. That one main demon, I don't know what he was called.
Holy crap! So
That scared the hell out of me. If that thing just showed up in my house one
that was
day,
freaky.
he had like three claws and the like 9-inch nail cobalt nails.
Yeah,
If they touch
cobalt
it,
nails.
if they touch Starman, he could be killed. And Starman's just blocking every move. He's beating the shit out of this thing.
Well,
Well,
was he really blocking?
um, when I say blocking, I mean his hands were going like these
Yeah.
guys were. What the hell were they doing when they were going like this? And you'd see them. Now, for anybody who doesn't watch this, I'm moving my hands like a striking pose, but there's no actual punch or nowhere even near the opponent when this fight was going on. They had to have a good 2 feet between them. Starman would throw two fists at the guy, and the guy would fly back a couple of feet, and vice versa. This thing would throw nails, and Starman would pretend he was getting hit. But had to be at least 2 or 3 feet between them at all times.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But you know what? It
Greatest
is what it
fight
is.
scene never shot.
And there was a lot of fight scenes, and
Yeah.
that's where it started to lose me. It's like, okay, these aren't even exciting fights. As a kid, I wouldn't have noticed, but
Oh
this
yeah.
time it's like Rudy Ray Moore choreographed these, and they were bad.
Human tornado level fight scenes.
They were bad,
Oh my
and
god.
I would have expected more.
Yeah, because he's just kind of slapping them out of the way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like you're not even hitting these guys. No wonder they keep getting up and attacking you again.
There was some weird story stuff, and I think a lot of it had to do with the dub.
Yeah.
I mean, it just felt like the words weren't conveying exactly what was going on.
No, I think a lot was probably lost in this
I think there
translation.
was a lot in that. So I would have loved this just subtitled and been done, or
Yeah.
a decent dub.
Yeah.
But it's not. So this brings me to the part. It's hard for me to say it was poorly acted because
Right.
I didn't hear their original voices or their delivery.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so it's entertaining. It's an entertaining movie. And if you want to
Mhm.
see old Japanese TV movie superheroes, this is a
Yeah.
good place to go. It made me want to go start watching the Godzilla movies.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so
Definitely.
I think I am going to take a trip through the Godzilla archives
I
really
have
soon.
I have the 1990s Godzillas from Toho,
Okay.
from the beginning all the way to the last one. And I've watched like the first four or five, and I need to get back into them. But I love the old Godzillas, like the original Godzilla,
Yeah.
the
HBO
American version with
has
Green
them.
Burr. Huh?
HBO has them from I think the 50s to till 75 or something
Oh no,
with
crap! Really?
Mothra and Mechagodzilla and the Son of Godzilla
The
and
very first appearance of Mechagodzilla back in the day, I remember seeing him for the first time on the 4 o'clock movie when I lived in Detroit. Ah, that's like when you're like 10 or 12 and it's the first time you've ever seen Mechagodzilla. You're like, oh my god, this big giant robot Godzilla. This is
Hell
great.
yeah.
They're fighting. Oh my god.
yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to watch them. I'll see if they're as good as I remember.
No, they will not be. When Godzilla does the shaky, shaky, hokey pokey in
Yes,
one of the
yes.
movies, it's no. Starts starts breakdancing,
Yeah.
spinning. Um, but no, they are fun. I do love the old Godzilla movies. I absolutely am a huge Godzilla fan. I'm a big Japanese movie fan in general. They they generally tell a good story.
Hmm.
Even this show, The Evil Brain from Outer Space was watchable. Even today, even with the bad dub, the voices
It was
just never
watchable.
matched.
Yeah.
They
It just
never
didn't feel
matched
right.
what the characters look like to me, and I think
Yeah.
that's the one. There is one funny thing, and I don't know if you caught it with the dub. The police inspector, the guy that's in charge, spoke with a Japanese accent.
Hmm.
He's the only one who had
I
an
did catch
accent.
that. It's like,
And I started chuckling. I'm like, whoa, what an odd character choice for the voiceover artist to do that, or the director, whoever,
yeah,
told him to do it. I'm like, well, okay, nobody else has got an accent.
yeah.
But yeah, I like old Japanese movies. Their scary movies are freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
I will not watch a scary Japanese
Yeah.
movie.
I
They
do
to
love
me are just
Japanese horror films.
they are just terrifying. Like the one with the girl and the black hair coming out of the tub. I don't even know what the name of that movie is, but they
The
redid it
Ring.
in America.
The Ring.
Is it The Ring? The
Hmm.
original one? I don't know how spooky the American version is, but I once tried to watch the Japanese version. I turned it off. I was like, nope, I gotta sleep tonight. I'm not watching
Yeah.
any more of that.
Ju-on, The Grudge is actually really good, not the
The
American
Grudge,
version.
that's the one where the chick is like
Yeah.
bending her neck and up
Yes.
on the wall and goes.
Yes. Yes.
That's the one,
I
not
really
the
enjoy
ring.
the
It's
original.
the one where
Yeah.
she's like, and she moves like in herky jerky motion. Ooh,
Hmm.
that's creepy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I draw
They
the
they
line.
they like their ghost stories, so which is cool.
Yeah, the scariest I want to get is let's see, Saturday the 14th. Love
Well,
at first bite,
we're gonna remedy that. You watch Chopping Mall.
Ghostbusters. The
So
one makes
that
Brandon
that does
Fraser.
it then. We are definitely going to go into I think after here soon I will choose a 80s
Oh
horror
yeah,
film
I'm
that I
I'm
may not have seen or one that I think you'll like.
dude, I'm all for it. I think you and I talked about that before about doing like a
Yeah.
horror month that wasn't involved with Halloween because I
Yeah.
like doing Halloweeny type,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's some that I just think are fun movies.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's what Chopping Mall was to me. So I think
yeah,
in that vein,
yeah,
we'll have
dude, I'm up for anything like that. That'd
okay.
be a
We
lot
will
of
we
fun.
will
I'll dig
definitely do
that.
that. So final thoughts on Starman, the evil brain from outer space.
I enjoyed it. I really tried to find a horrible movie that I could come on here and
Curse you!
yeah, just totally destroy. But it was, I mean, for what it was a kids show, but a kids made for kids in the time, probably late 60s, mid late 60s, you
Yeah,
guess.
I think it was mid 60s.
Um, for a Japanese audience brought to America. I want to say I've seen more of these before. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was fun to watch. I had to watch it twice because the sound in it was so bad, much like my sound usually is on the videos here. And I've tried, folks. I don't know how to fix it.
You sound good
But
today.
but yeah, I liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. It's silly. The good guy is the good guy, the bad guy is the bad guy, and the little kids are still annoying.
Yeah,
But
but they're little kids and they weren't the cause.
yeah, they weren't they're not as annoying as they would have been had this been filmed in America or Britain or France, where the little kid is the one who's you know, created the havoc and everybody's dead, but the little kid goes home with mom. Like in Night of the Lepus. God, that's a bad
Definitely.
movie.
Yeah. We've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I'm gonna second a lot of that. It was a fun movie. It's
yeah.
definitely one for kids. If you've got young kids, put them down in front of this. Hopefully they'll watch it. I think I would. I enjoyed watching it. I'm
Yeah.
50 and loved
Yeah.
it. So it was like, wow, David, this is watchable. What the hell?
Dude, this is it's not quite the same level of Devil Girls from Mars.
No, that was
That was
more than
really
watchable.
actually very good.
That's a great movie. I
Yeah.
would recommend Devil Girl from Mars to anyone, and
Yeah.
I will definitely watch it again. Starman, I'm not returning to, but it was
No.
enjoyable.
Yeah. But I felt like I got this. The title is perfect. Evil
Yes.
Brain from Outer Space. What could be worse? Well, I've seen worse.
Yeah. We knew
Damn.
that going right a few minutes in. It's like, I
Yeah.
can't turn away. I got to watch this.
This is interesting. The conversation of if folks, if you only want to watch the first 10 minutes of this movie,
Yeah. It's
when
hilarious.
they're on the Emerald Planet
Oh my God.
and the all the powerful beings of the universe are at their council of war and the eyes are blinking off and on
No.
and the bodies are just moving back and forth and arms are moving up and
Yeah.
down and nobody's talking. There's no voice. The only voice that's going
He's a
on is
narrator.
the narrator who's telling you what's going on.
Yeah.
Because God forbid anybody actually do any actual writing. The
Yeah.
costumes are horrible.
They had a
But it's
budget.
horribly
It-
fun.
uh,
I mean, it was definitely made for kids, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. If I had a kid, I'd have him watch it.
it
You
was it
know?
was probably a 10,000 yen budget.
Yeah.
About $100.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I wasn't sure what that was. It can't be that much. Look, Australian dollars. This is
Yeah.
gonna be $500. What's that in American? About 20.
Yeah. Go
I don't know.
figure.
I don't know if it's that bad. I know I
No.
can get a damn Guernsey from for one of my favorite teams a lot cheaper than if I lived there.
Damn. Well,
Yeah,
there
'cause
you
they
go.
always say it's like X amount of dollars, and I'm like, well, I know it's cheaper, but I don't know how much. I'll order it, and then it comes in. I'm like, oh, damn, that's like almost half the price.
There you
I thought
go.
It was gonna be.
Cool. Cool.
Go
Cool.
America! Fuck yeah!
So, next week we are going to a classic,
Yes,
John Borman's Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Love the movie.
Mhm.
Absolutely adore it. We
I'm looking forward to this one. I really am.
I have not seen this in probably 10, 15 years,
It's
if
been
not
longer.
more.
It's been longer than that for me. Probably over 20.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so damn good.
I'm
So,
trying to get somebody to watch this with us to have a nice um, triangle conversation, if you will. I didn't want to say three-way. It's
right.
just not
No,
right.
we're not that kind of podcast.
You got that kind of budget.
Old ass movies after dark will continue. Yeah.
I snorted.
So, Dave, tell us about your special guest.
Well, let me tell you, boys and girls. Oh yeah. No, I got my buddy. I'm gonna see if she'll come back and
Awesome.
because she's a big fan of Excalibur, and I think
Yep.
it'd be nice to get her female take on Guinevere. Who
Yes,
I think has always been written wrong.
I'll give you that. That'll be a great discussion.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. But yeah, I love Excalibur. It's the original, what, 80, 81?
Early 80s, just fantastic, high budget, so many actors, a very young Patrick Stewart.
It's got to be one of the best, if not the best, telling of the Arthur saga.
It is
ever.
definitely a good one. I have a couple
For me.
favorites, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
I'll catch shit from my others, and we'll discuss those during the
Right,
during the
yeah.
take. So
All right, that's cool. I got no problem with that either.
Cool.
Yeah, just you know what? Text me like a couple of the other titles that you really like, and I'll see if I can find them and watch them too. And then
Okay.
we just have like a roundtable and bring stuff up and drop it. But
That'll work.
Excalibur, yeah, is definitely. Oh, I love this movie. The armor when they all get their armor on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Mordred and all of that. Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So we're already gushing about it, and we haven't watched it in 20 years.
I know,
So,
right? How cool is that? So
be
it's
sure
gotta
to
be
join us so you can gush along with. Wait. Be sure and join us so you can listen along with us talk about Excalibur. Hopefully, we'll have a special guest. When she told me she drives to work with the Wagner soundtrack playing, I think she's got to come on.
Yeah, she's got to come on. And there will be no gushing.
That's what you think. All right, until next time. I don't know what the hell happened to us, but anyway.
Have a good night, folks.